Yo, today I've got a review of the new Calvin Harris album, Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2. This is gonna be more of a short review since, this is kind of more of a playlist than really a cohesive album. Calvin Harris is a producer, a DJ, and I've never actually checked out an album from him. I know that Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1 is a pretty big album, but I never got around to it. I've only really heard like his classics. So yeah, this was my first time listening to a Calvin Harris album, so I went into it pretty excited. I knew what to expect from the sound, sort of poppy, maybe a little bit of lo-fi maybe, from what I've heard before, you know, sort of house, EDM, that type of stuff. And that's pretty much what this project sounds like, and we already have my first complaint. I'm generally a fan of this sound, as on a few tracks here I did enjoy them definitely, but 14 tracks of that sound without much variety tends to get pretty boring, and I found that to be the case here. Although it is actually a pretty smooth listening experience, the songs flow into each other, especially due to them being sort of similar, but you can still sense a switch up. There's an intro in the start which I feel like is a bit pointless. What even is the intro? I don't know how to even describe it. It sounds. If it was there to transition into the first song, it would be good, but it doesn't even do that. It just ends and then the next song begins. So yeah, I don't know. And then we get into the first track where we meet our first feature, 21 Savage. Now there is a feature on every track here. This is really just a compilation album just produced by Calvin Harris. Let's be honest, bro. Come on, let's be honest. But yeah, New Money with 21 Savage. It's a cool song. It has a pretty solid groove to it, which is something all of these tracks share. Then comes Potion by Dua Lipa and Young Thug, which I don't know. I don't really like Thug on it if I'm being honest. But Dua Lipa does great. I do like her vocals on here and I do like her chorus. But the two songs that I've talked about already are all pretty safe songs with a formula to them. Pretty inoffensive, I would say. They don't really attempt much. They just kinda exist and don't really have a purpose, which is okay, but it's not great for a listening experience in an album format. If we're talking summer music, a few of these songs bang for like outside hangouts or stuff like that. You know, Potion given as an example. But in album format, it doesn't really work as it gets a bit too stale, like literally every single song. Now, not that there aren't good songs, because there are, but I need something more. I need something to keep me engaged and interested. If I know what's coming, then that can't really happen. But yeah, back to the track list, and me being a hip-hop head, I've realized I didn't really like the rap features on here. 21 was fine, he was probably my favorite one. Thugger I didn't really like. Busta Rhymes was awful, I'm gonna be honest. The track with Busta Rhymes is by far my least favorite track. I feel like they have the mindset of, yo, let's mix rap with this, cause it's like cool, yo, the kids will like it, yo, look, it's rap and it's this cool, club music type of, it's fast rap, and it's, even though that's probably not what they were thinking, in music that doesn't matter too much. What really matters is just the final result, and that's what it comes across as. Snoop Dogg really wasn't great either. His rhymes are very textbook. Sway Lee is an interesting one on the track Lean On Me. I still don't know if I like or don't like that song, but we'll say I'm okay with it, like most of the tracks on here. But yeah, this thing doesn't really have awful songs, doesn't have great songs, it just kinda exists, which is why this review is shorter than the rest of my reviews. But there isn't really much to say. I feel like I've already covered it and it's been what, like 3 minutes? I don't know. This thing doesn't really try to do too much. It's very standard, it's very generic. The songs are fine, but really nothing more than that. There's not a song that I would say is great on here, although there are good ones, but nothing really to blow my mind. Again, nothing really bad on it aside from that Busta Rhymes track. It's just, I don't know, it exists. That's what I'm gonna say. Before we get into my favorite tracks though, make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, let's get into it. For my favorite tracks, I'd have to start with New Money. As I mentioned in the start, I like the groove on here, and 21 is generally okay compared to the other features. Potion, Dua Lipa carries the song hard with a good verse and a pretty catchy chorus. The beat is also pretty solid, even though I do not like Thug on here, but I can put that aside. Obsessed Shansi, I think that's how you say it. Look, Don't Kill Me, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She does great on here, her verse is entertaining, and Charlie Puth sounds great over the instrumental. And lastly, Somebody Else, really carried by Georgia Smith. Like, her back must be hurting. Like, how you fall in love with somebody else? Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2 plays it safe with pretty generic and similar sounding instrumentals with more than a dozen features to do their thing over them. Generally, it sounds okay. You won't find much that turns you away from it, but you won't find anything that really blows you away per se. I'm gonna give this project a pretty light 5. It doesn't really do much for me. It just kind of exists. I'm pretty indifferent to it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. If you like the album, tell me why. If you didn't, also tell me why. I'm looking to hear your guys' opinions. I've got big content on the way, so please like and subscribe. That would mean so much to me, as it would help push my video and my channel into the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.